We've reacted to a lot of these ESPN lists going, what the hell? But today, finally, we go, oh, what the hell? Very nice. Plus, a brand new intro. Let's roll.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
Let's go, baby. Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Let's give a major shout out to Gator McCluskey, who put that brand new intro together, and I'm looking forward to your feedback, both live and after the fact. Make sure you throw down in the comments section what you think of it. It's brand new. It's time. It's long overdue, quite frankly, for a lot of people I know that I've run into. So hope you guys enjoy it. Plus, make sure to check out Gator. If you have your own New York Jets podcast, you're like, hey, that was a pretty cool intro there. Or even when people call in and you see the virtual backgrounds, Gator is available to be hired to go do that kind of action. So make sure you go check it out. Gator is spectacular. Again, Gator McCluskey. You can look him up. He has all kinds of, he's got a link tree and all kinds of links that you can check out there to make sure you get an intro just like that. He's one of the best in the friggin' business, baby. But here's what I want to react to today. Dropping right before the show, Jeremy Fowler has been dropping every day a new ranking where, again, he polled league executives, scouts, and coaches on the positions of the NFL that matter. And today was quarterback. And guess who made an appearance? And again, let's make this clear before I even reveal the ranking that this is not a projection. This is not a lifetime achievement award. This is absolutely who is the best in the game right now. And Aaron Rodgers on that list was ranked as the number 8 quarterback in the NFL. And I will give you a spoiler alert. If Aaron Rodgers is number 8 this year, if the Jets get 8th, top 8 quarterback play in the NFL, we're kicking ass. We're going to the playoffs. We're winning the Super Bowl. Like, we're in the conversation for all that hoopla. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's what happens if the Jets get top 8 quarterback play, baby. That is 1,000% happening. By the way, here's the rest of the top 10. We can react to that too. We'll also get into it, why Aaron Rodgers has some believers. Here's the top 10 from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN. Again, we got an article with all the juicy deets on Aaron Rodgers and everybody else down below. Number 1 quarterback, big whoop. It's Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs. Yeah, he's pretty good. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Impressive considering the injuries last year. He's number 2 on the list. That's wow. Okay, he's really good. So I mean, it's not like a total surprise, but him being number 2 in the NFL, interesting. Josh Allen, number 3, Buffalo Bills. Okay. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. He's probably a little bit low considering everything he's done, but okay, Lamar Jackson, number 4 on the list. Matthew Stafford, number 5. Wow, a lot of Matthew Stafford's been good, but boy, he's got a lot of respect on this list. Number 5. Justin Herbert, number 6 on the list of the LA Chargers. Number 7 is CJ Stroud. Obviously, he wasn't on the list last year because he wasn't a rookie, but very polarizing. Some people had him as high as number 2. Some people had him outside the top 10 entirely, but number 7 already after 1 year. Okay. Aaron Rodgers, number 8. We'll get more into that in just a second. Jared Goff, number 9 of the Detroit Lions. And number 10, Dak Prescott, Dak Tech of the Dallas Cowboys. And you'll notice who's not on the list. Brock Purdy, honorable mention section. Jordan Love, honorable mention. Jalen Hurts, who was at one point the highest paid quarterback in football, honorable mention. And Tua Tagovailoa, sorry, pal, honorable mention. Kirk Cousins, honorable mention. Trevor Lawrence, honorable mention. And then in the also receiving votes category, 2 quarterbacks listed, Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals and Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There you go, baby. And let's get back to Rodgers. So that's interesting, Tua not making it. Pay him $200 million cajillion dollars, Dolphins. That's the right decision. All right, going here to Aaron Rodgers. So again, if the Jets get 8th best quarterback play, in the NFL. They're making noise. They're killing people. And here's the thing. The Jets have the ability to make a bigger jump than anyone else in the NFL. No one else in the NFL is jumping from 31-32. Like, Jets had the worst quarterback playing football. According to some stats, they were like 31st, but whatever. They had one of the worst quarterback rooms in the NFL, if not the worst ever. And then they're jumping to, well, we don't know. That's the mystery question. What version of Aaron Rodgers are the Jets going to get? And I will tell you that publicly, privately, I don't know. We don't have the answer to that question. I've asked guys like Thomas Morse. I'm like, oh man, what kind of Aaron Rodgers are we going to get? He's like, I don't know. Watch and find out. We don't know. So it's a big mystery. But if they have the chance to jump from bottom of the league, 32-31, to top 10 quarterback playing, then you think everything else they have. They have one of the best defenses in football, if not the best. They're one of the best rosters in football. Look at all the roster rankings this offseason. And then all the talent. Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, Jermaine Johnson, Saskadna, DJ Reed, Michael Carter II, Tyron Smith. I mean, we could go on and on and on with the list. Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, and all these guys. This roster's friggin' loaded. You add all that up. I like that recipe. If I'm a chef, I'm going, oh, this is a bomb-ass dish. That's what I'm saying. Unbelievable if they get that. But here's the thing that, again, I love the 8th placement on the list. Some people had him as high as 3rd best quarterback in football right now. Phenomenal. Great. Again, last year on the ranking he was 4. He dropped to 8 from a torn Achilles, didn't play at all. Okay, that totally makes sense. It's cool that he's still in the top 8. The thing that that just kind of bothers me is a narrative. It's a narrative. A lot of people say, Aaron Rodgers, down year 2022. It was terrible, people saying. I'm like, okay. Down to his standards. So what I did before the show, again, full article down below. I woke up early this morning. I banged out an article about this because I wanted to dive in on the numbers. Okay. People say 2022 was just, this crap year from Rodgers, which is a sign of things to come, people say. Okay. Is it? So, and it's talked about on this list. Here we go. Let's, here it is. Scouts started to see, this is straight from Jeremy Fowler's piece. Quote, Scouts started to see decline in 2022 when Aaron Rodgers' historic 2-year MVP run stalled. His production dipped in yards, touchdowns, and interceptions, his worst total since 2008. And a healthy 17-game season is hardly a slam dunk considering Rodgers' age. The last point, obviously, a 17-game season is nowhere near a slam dunk. We have no idea what Rodgers will be available at 40 years of age. So I agree with that point. The point I don't agree with is these numbers that people talk about, is that the passing yards, the touchdowns, the picks. I'm like, where did that place that season? Where did that place that season? I was curious. Well, I have the numbers. So here we go. Let's get right to it. People, this is the Rodgers down year, the final year with Green Bay that people talk about all the time. But the fall of Aaron Rodgers is greatly exaggerated. Here's why. Rodgers that season had 3,695 passing yards. That was 11th best in football. Top 11. Now, okay, I'd prefer him to be higher on the list, but 11th? A top 11 quarterback? That's falling off? Okay. Let's go to his 26 passing touchdowns. What was that? 7th best in the league? Okay. Again, I don't see any Jet fans complaining about that. So 11th best in the league in passing yards that season, 7th best in touchdowns. Okay. Doesn't seem too shabby. Okay. Rodgers had 12 interceptions. That was tied for the 7th most in the NFL. Trivia time, boys and girls, listening and watching wherever you are. Do you know how many other quarterbacks that season, 2022, had 12 or more picks? I've got the answer. Here's some of those names. As we're bashing Rodgers for 12 interceptions and not being great with taking care of the football, apparently. That's a sign of things to come. Patrick Mahomes, have you heard of him? He had 12 interceptions that season. Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals had 12 interceptions that season. By the way, those are the top 2 names on the list, but let me keep going. Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills also featured in the top 10 of this list, 14 picks that season. Dak Prescott also in the top 10 of that list had 15 picks. He led the league in interceptions that season. So what the hell are we talking about? People say Rodgers falling off and Rodgers crazy interceptions. That season, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Dak Prescott had as many interceptions, if not more. Mahomes and Burrow each had 12 picks, just like Rodgers, and Josh Allen and Dak Prescott had more picks than Rodgers that season. And he played in all 17 games. So my question to the greater universe, when you evaluate the numbers and you say, big fall off 2022, didn't play in 2023. Rodgers falling off a cliff. He's old. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Now, as we like to do in Jets land, is we say, well, those numbers aren't too shabby for the Jets. They'd be top 5 in every major statistical category, which is true. They would be. Absolutely. Those final Packers season numbers will be top in team history. But that's why I wanted to look at the National Football League. That's true. That's because the Jets have a lot of great quarterbacks, okay? It just is what it is. Absolutely. It is what it is. But I wanted to compare it to the NFL that season. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So there are some Jets content creators out there that say, yeah, sure, that's top in the NFL, but that shouldn't be a comparison. The Jets suck with quarterback statistics, historically speaking, which is true. Not a lot of great numbers there. Not a lot of great. There's some great, but not a lot of great. Okay? So that's why I found it important to evaluate the NFL stats that season. In that worst, okay, he was 11th in passing yards, 7th in passing touchdowns, and 4th most in picks, but there was a lot of other names there that also had some pick problems. And by the way, if you look at the statistics, okay, on old Aaron Rodgers and saying, is it a sign of decline? Or is it an outlier? When you look at Aaron Rodgers' seasons, that 12 interception campaign appears to be an outlier. He has a 1.4% interception rate, which is the lowest in NFL history. So that sure sounds like to me, if I was guessing, that that's an outlier. You want to know what else would make it an outlier? Let's start the campaign here from 2011. Here are Rodgers' interceptions from 2011 to now on a per year basis. 6, 8, 6, 5, 8, 7, 6, 2, 4, 5, 4, 12. Which one is unlike the others? So you're telling me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years in a row, Aaron Rodgers had fewer than double-digit interceptions. And one season he has 12. We're like, steep decline, steep fall off, huh? Did we ever, I don't know, go to think that maybe it was the Packers, the team construct, the dysfunction that was happening there? The Rodgers, by the way, the thing no one ever brings up, that he hurt his thumb in London in like week 4, week 5, that perhaps was the reason for the quote-unquote drop-off. Perhaps they injured his throwing hand, and like a team guy that people question whether he is, apparently, that the team guy played through the injury, and they puts up numbers that are not favorable, apparently, to the greater overlords, and he gets crap. But if he didn't play, he would have gotten a lot of heat for bailing on his team, injuries, old, all that sort of thing. Unbelievable. That to me is just crazy. Absolutely wild. So when you give a little bit of context, not too bad. Randomly, a big special birthday news. Mr. Fulton on our YouTube channel. Good morning, Paul. I have big news. I'm celebrating my big 25th golden birthday all this week. My big milestone celebrations. What is a golden birthday? I've never heard of that for 25. But either way, Mr. Fulton, congratulations. Celebrated all this week. My fiance is another one that is a multi-day celebrator of the birthday. There's like a pre-birthday week. There's the birthday week. There's a post-birthday week. It's a full ensemble, quite frankly. There's a lot of celebrations of the birthday. I'll tell you this. This is true. 100%. My brother, Nicholas, you guys have not seen my brother Brody's called into the show. My brother Nick has never called into the show. We'll see if one day he does. He lives out on the West Coast, so maybe not. When I went to my brother, we were like 5 years old. He's 2 years older. All of us kids are separated by 2 years. I went to my brother, and I was like 5 years old. He was 7. I said, Nick, happy birthday, brother. You know what he said to me at 7? He turned to me and said, PJ, which is my nickname in the family, it's just another day closer to death. Oh, is it now? Again, my brother at 7 years of age told brother PJ, brother Paul at 5, it's just another day closer to death. Well, that sure made me look at birthdays differently from the age of 5 on. Just a little bit of a different spin. So while some people appreciate it for a pre-week, birthday week, post-week, my brother, another day in the neighborhood, closer to death. So think about that. Unbelievable. K. Brock says, I say that joking around all the time. My brother was dead serious. He turned to me straight face. Although he has a lot of deadpan humor, a lot of just like, he just hits you. It's very dry. But he turned to me straight up and just said, another day closer to death. He was 7. I was 5. I have now, that is ingrained in me for the rest of my life. Every year when we do a birthday thing on the radio, because at one point it was my radio partner's birthday, Jim Lurch, and he had Mike Tyson on the show a handful of years ago. And so he said, hey, Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, it's my birthday. And Iron Mike, live on air, just decided to sing happy birthday to my partner. He's like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. How old are you, man? Happy birthday to you, man. You're an old man, Sue. I was like, wow. So, every year and every once in a while, we get kind of like a birthday thing on the radio show that comes up. And I tell everyone the same thing that my brother told me. Another day closer to death. There you are. So I'll never forget that one. That's for sure. But with all that being said, happy birthday, Mr. Fulton. Hopefully that doesn't kill it for you, but hey, just trying to lay it on thick. That's what's happening. But long story short, I'll just say this. I think a lot of people are overrating the 2022 season of Aaron Rodgers. And ultimately, as I had someone tweet at me, because I posted it on Instagram and Twitter, and I said, wow, man, again, same thing I've been kind of saying here on the show. If the Jets get top 8 quarterback play, they're making some noise. They're making the playoffs. They're a Super Bowl. Like, man, they're doing anything. And one fan said, I've heard enough of the preseason hype. I want to see it on the field. So we'll ultimately know on the field from the 2022 numbers. Was that a sign of decline? Was that an outlier? Who knows? We will find out this season when Aaron Rodgers steps foot on the field. Then we will know for certain. But I'll tell you this, it was nice, a pleasant surprise. I wasn't sure if he was going to be in the top 10 of the list. To me, it's wonderful that he's at 8. There are some quarterbacks ahead of him. You're like, if I was looking at this list objectively. So I look at, C.J. Stroud, fine. We'll see it. Jets play the Texans. Can't wait for that Halloween festivities. Herbert, he's kind of been very mediocre. He is under 500. He has an under 500 record as a starter. I know QB wins, not a stat and all that jazz. Yeah, it'll just be interesting. It'll be interesting. Yeah, some of these other guys, I don't blame them for having the top 4 as they are. All the young guys, Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. That's an inarguable top 4. I give you guys that. Then Stafford, he's part of the old man club. He's there at 5. You got Herbert, who again, there's the talent there, but he's pretty inconsistent, surprisingly, for what he brings to the table. And CJ Stroud, a lot of people are drinking the CJ Stroud Kool-Aid. We'll see. Jets get their chance at Aaron CJ Stroud in the Halloween game. So either way, I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what pops. But again, if the Jets are getting that, we're in a great position. So thank you, ESPN. Finally, there's been a lot of haters. There's been a lot of people that have been discounting, even kind of in the article. There's some backhanded compliments in there of well, it's a mild surprise that he's even on the list, Jeremy Fowler writes. I'm like, okay, buddy. Okay, pal. Okay, we could just put him on the list. We don't have to say that as well, but I appreciate you. And how about this? 60%. Let me make sure I read this right, and then we'll open up the phone lines. Let me read this correctly. Here it is. Okay. Rodgers appeared on fewer than 60% of the ballots. So think about that for a second. 80 people decided this ranking. They were league executives. They were scouts or coaches. So Rodgers appeared on fewer than 60% of the ballots. But the ballots he appeared on all had Aaron Rodgers basically in the top 5. So that's what got him to number 8. So while there are some believers, okay, welcome to the club, baby, but not all believers. Which fine, that's plenty of reason to fight your way and try to make it on there. So that's what you love to see. All right, video link to join here. Let me put this in. And you guys can hop on the show. Got a big baby appointment today, so a big ultrasound. We're going to see how my future son is doing, and so that'll be very nice. I'm looking forward to that. Video link to join the show is now open, baby. Again, we're streaming live in 3 different places, as we are every day at 7:30 in the morning. Heavy on Jets Facebook page. Shout out to Heavy. They've supported the show from day one, and I appreciate them and them pumping away. Beautiful. YouTube.com/BoyGreen25 and Twitter @BoyGreen25 as well. We've got people that are always in different features. A couple people, there's hundreds of people on Twitter. There's people on the Facebook page. There's people on the YouTube page. If you want to call into the show, you have to be at YouTube.com/BoyGreen25, and that is the pinned comment. Click that to join the program. And like I said, we got a big baby appointment today, so I'm doing my radio show. So I got this show, I got the radio show, and then we're heading out to do the baby appointment. So very nice. My fiance's family's in town. Very nice. So we will do all that. Plus, a college football video game came out for some of you guys today. I got the standard edition. So I just, I'm a peasant over here. I got to wait a couple more days. But I hope any of you that have the game right now, I hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait to be a kid again with the college football video game Dynasty mode, perhaps some Road to Glory. I don't know where I'm going to start. Not sure. But either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, guys, enjoy the heck out of the college football video game. Cheers. If I had a drink, I would cheers you. I just kind of have a hand. So, cheers to all you people out there that delve into the college football video game world. Can't believe it's been a decade. The last game was Denard Shoelace Robinson, the Michigan product. That was on the cover. Now we got a bunch of people on the cover. But either way, I'm just glad to see that the college football video game has returned to its glory. Beautiful. Absolutely spectacular. And like I said, well-deserved. Good. I'll see if I can get my old man on it. He does not have a PS5, so I don't believe they came out with it for the PS4. So he's going to have to upgrade the system if we're going to keep our college football video game action going. We'll have to see. Terrence Hill says, let's see. Paul, you need to get Eric back on. Doesn't she work on that game? Great question, Jerby. I texted her actually. We're trying to set up a visit this week. So yes, we're attempting to get her on the show. So yes, that's a great point, Jared. Great point. We are trying to get her on the program, so we'll see. She's a Jets fan too, so we could kind of have a good mix. So I am attempting to get her on the show. I'll keep you guys posted. Keep you guys posted on that. Terrence says, the only believers we need wear green, baby. I love it. Yeah, and hopefully we could get Erica on this week. I would love to get her back on the show. And great minds think alike, Jared. I had been texting her last week, and I had also texted her a couple months back saying, ooh, college football video game back? Got to be back on the show, Erica. So we'll see if she's able to do that. Tio here on the chat. Happy Monday, Boy Green. Coffee Club. Again, we've got, well, now let's do another countdown. So we are 8 days away, a week from tomorrow. How about that? A week from tomorrow, players report. We do have the rookies. They report in 3 days. So they show up, and that'll be some level of news. But the rest of the players show up a week from tomorrow, and then the first practice is 9 days away. The countdown continues. Once we get to football, then it's a crazy run. We got the preseason, we got the training camp. We'll have the live content. Nick Faria joins us every Wednesday. I know a lot of you guys enjoy that weekly guest. We have Nick Faria joining us on Wednesday and every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. So it'll be cool to have someone who's around the team like that going. Oh boy, let's go. We've got a Boy Green Coffee Club membership handed out. And it's our boy Tio here on the show. What a beautiful Monday it is. Hit the music. Delayed. Yep, let's try that one more time. Zebo the Jet fan. Zebo the Jet fan. Welcome to the party, baby, and shout out to Uncle Tio for gifting you a membership to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Zebo is an awesome fan on the channel. Well deserved. A great gift from Uncle Tio, who's a family man and he's a giver. Welcome to the show, Zebo. Yes, and that's a healthy reminder. Thank you, Tio, who is so giving. You guys can join the Boy Green Coffee Club for just $2.99 a month. Super cheap. It is a cup of coffee a month to join the program. Help support the show. And again, you paint the chat green. And it's green for me and green for y'all. And you get shout outs. You also have special emojis you guys can use. I'll throw some of those up on the screen. Again, shout out to Snowball for making all these for us so far. Again, the more memberships we get, the more are unlocked to make other emojis. Here are some of them. Elroy. Oh, yeah, baby. You could have been listening to Elroy daily. Doesn't have the same ring, but hey, that could have happened. This is again from the Jets Twitter diehards. You saw some of those clips in the new intro. Again, shout out to Gator again. Some Zoinks, some Brian, some Lose Your Gosh Darn Bananas. Everyone loves. Get the mug. That's also the Boy Green shop link is down below. You want to be a part of the Boy Green Coffee Club, you could get a mug too. The Rich Eisen phone thing, I'm never going to let that down, but that's okay. I embrace it. I embrace it. Sweet, passionate love. Who knows how much of that will be made this season? Hopefully, Aaron Rodgers gives me plenty of opportunities. Got a couple of primetime games. A wink. And then finally, a hat tip to Snowball, who made all of this possible. Thank you, Snowball, for making all those wonderful emojis. Your contributions to the team are friggin' spectacular. So shout out again to our boy Tio for that, and we'll get another chime in here. You love it. And let's throw in a JETS. Let's frickin' go, baby. Thank you, Tio, for jumping on there. What a giver. That's beautiful. Excellent. Thank you guys for joining. Okay, let me go through some more comments here. Thank you, Tio, for that. Awesome. What a guy. Peter Campisi, you guys know he will dump it off if no one's open first look. Plus, we're going to run behind a really good line. I hope that's how Aaron Rodgers operates. Like, again, there's going to be time with this line that I think you're going to have long developing play opportunities, and you can get some of those intermediate, deeper level concepts. But why don't we just do that? Until Aaron Rodgers just feels comfortable, he has to get past the fourth snap. All of us do, quite frankly, and just like let some football happen. Like, have a quick slant, Garrett Wilson open, throw it to Garrett Wilson. If not, just boop, boop. Have a quick dump off. Build it into every play in the offense where it's just a quick flare route to Brees Hall or a quick little tight end, like chip block, max protect, get a guy, and then leak out, and then a little bloop, 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 bloop. Fine with me. Let's work Aaron Rodgers in slowly. That works out excellent from my perspective. So, yes. Terrence Hill says if Lazard was one of those receivers, then that's why he had so many picks. He was one of those receivers that season. He might have been his leading receiver that season. That is possible. That is possible. Jared asks, Paul, what's the average on interceptions? It's like 6 picks a year, something like that. It's I'm pretty sure it's like 6. I think that's the average number. So again, we've had Zach Wilson throw 4 picks in a game once. You know what I mean? To have 6 in a whole season, that's his average. Well, mamacita. Not too shabby. That's for damn sure. So, wow. I mean, sign me. If we get one of those years, I don't even know what I'm going to do, man. I don't even know what I'm going to do. All right, let's go to the phone lines. All right, we've got Tio here first. What's up, Uncle Tio? And thank you so much for gifting a membership, pal. What a guy.
Good morning. Good morning, Boy Green, Paul. Always love your show. Coffee Club. Got the coffee in the morning and ready to go.
Yes.
Listen to you on the way in and then rush into my office to come and see you on camera and talk the talk and walk the walk, man. So shout out to you. You have a baby appointment today, I heard. So
yes,
congrats on that and God's blessings for that as well.
You.
So last night on Nick and I show
Sunday Shenanigans,
we had some shenanigans. And one of the topics that I brought up in the word association, we did it a little bit differently, we did for all the Madden fans out there.
Oh yeah,
we did the Madden Ratings Association. Okay. So we went through a whole bunch of players, and a lot of them were surprising in regards to kind of the disrespect that the New York Jets are getting in terms of the player ratings opposite other players on the team. To give you an example, sure. Mike Williams had a higher rating than Garrett Wilson, which to me, based on the track record, the 2 years of having 1,000 yards with tomato cans throwing at him, Mike Williams, obviously very talented, but has been injured throughout his career, most recently last year. And so, he getting an 87 and Garrett Wilson getting an 85 is just ridiculous. The Aaron Rodgers conversation that you were having earlier, Aaron Rodgers, let me ask you this. What would you guess Aaron Rodgers would have gotten in the Madden rating?
Okay, so I've not seen this. What would I get? So, okay, well, how you set that up, it sounds like it's an insulting rating. So
to me it is.
Yeah. No, I got you. Like an 82, maybe. I don't know, an 84, somewhere.
Absolutely right on the nose. 84. And for me, 84 is, you're talking about a Hall of Fame quarterback, four-time MVP, getting an 84 and under, if you look at the list of quarterbacks that, are 85 and over, he's running like, in the middle of the pack for ratings in the game. So, I just think that there's a narrative out there for New York Jets disrespect. And it carries over into Madden with with our players. And I don't know, it just burns me up. It bothers me because obviously as a Madden player for over 25 years, I play the franchise mode and I always play the Jets. So I always, start off with the Jets, want to keep the Jets and, run the course with them, win all the championships every year. And I just find it very, very disrespectful. Hopefully that narrative changes with us winning. So,
yeah, the only good thing I will say about this new age of Madden is that they can update rankings and they have the Madden ratings adjusters, the Ocho Cincos of the world, where, when they've, excuse my Guatemalan here, but when they fact app, they can kind of hopefully, right? Like the Jets make a loud statement early in the season, people are like, whoa, okay, boop, 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 boop. And all of a sudden everything starts giving a proper respect. The problem is that we need even the boo, boo, boo. Like it should already be boo, boo, boo. Why the hell? Why do we have to get this after the fact? So I am a massive Madden player. I love franchise mode. That's my favorite of choice. Yeah, man, to me, the Rodgers one, again, it's just hate. I don't understand. Like, for instance, we talked about, I think the show yesterday was the Tyron Smith thing. That I just don't understand. So like it's fine. You know what? It is what it is. We're like, okay. And I'm just keeping receipts. Apparently we need a new word because receipts was like the theme of the past. So I got to think of a different word as we're collecting. Rent is due and we're collecting. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But yeah, it's about time. We have to do a lot of collecting and a lot of remembering because there's a lot of people that talked a lot of crap this offseason about the Jets and that Rodgers is washed and not a great team and all these other things. And I just got to keep noting in my pad here. Go, who was that? Nick Wright. Okay, who else on that list? All right, and then we'll just be we'll be revisiting those, I think, very quickly.
Yeah, for all you Game of Thrones fans, the Arya Stark list, you're just jotting them down. Colin Cowherd, Chris Canty, like all the way down the list. So yeah, I have that list in my head too. And, I just can't wait for the season. We're almost here. Training camp is going to start. And it's an exciting time for us Jets fans. This is going to be a very special year. I feel it in my heart, and I just can't wait for it to start. So on that note,
be awesome. Yeah.
I will let you go. I want to say shout out to all the coffee crew in there. And if you received a membership, pay it forward if you can. It only takes a cup of coffee to do it. And, this is growing, you know what I mean? And I'm happy to be a part of it. And, you always do a great job. So shout out to you. Shout out to the coffee crew. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Monday.
And Tia, before you sign off, can you just give everyone, the 411 on the 411 and the Sunday shenanigans and where they can find everything? So give us the juicy deets.
Oh, so the 411 on New York Sports is a show where we talk about New York sports. We talk about New York culture. We talk about New York music, everything that is happening in New York. We get nostalgic sometimes. We talk about all kinds of different things. We have a couple of different segments in there, like Bang, Marry, Ghost, and then Love It or Hate It, where we talk about, we bring different personalities on and ask them questions, and we have a lot of fun. It's a new concept show. It's something that for all the people out there, if you haven't tuned in to see it, you can catch it on my page at TO_Uncle_VR on YouTube. And we are on Fridays at 6 p.m. And sometimes, depending on the laughs and the content, we can take it, an hour, 2 hours, and sometimes 3. With all the, and we do have a call-in segment. So, cool. Callers can call in rapid fire and, just talk about, what they like about the show and their nostalgia with New York City and growing up in the area, watching and sometimes, struggling and being emotional about our New York team. So it's a great show. Also do Sunday Shenanigans, if I can plug that real quick.
Sure,
Sunday
please.
Shenanigans. Yeah, Sunday Shenanigans. We just had a show last night. That's with Nick Shine and myself. And we have things like The List, where we talk about, Jets related content and have a list, counting down. This past episode on Sunday just happened. So, you can check that on Nick Shine's page. And that is a proud NY Jets fan on YouTube. And, it's a great show as well. And we have fun on that show. And, you've been on there as well. And we've chopped it up and talked about Jets and been nostalgic about the Jets on that show as well. So great stuff on both, and hope to see everybody there. And hopefully we can have you as a guest on the 411 at some point down the line. That would be great. I mean, you have so much information and so much fun with your personality. It would be a perfect fit. So I appreciate you.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Before we get you off, one more thing here, unless I've skipped it. Oh, here it is. Zebo saying, just seeing the gifted membership. Thanks, Tio. So, again, the chimes. Party, baby. Thanks, Tio. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.
All right. Tio joining us here on the program, and Zebo, welcome to the party, baby. All right, let's go to another member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. It's Brandon calling in on the drive. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, bud? How are you?
I'm doing well, and I can see it in the byline there. Not only Brandon, but let's go EA College Football 25. We back, baby.
Oh, yeah. I'm even wearing the old ASU it's ASU Red Wolves now, but they used to be the Indians back in the day, so I'm sporting
oh, yeah, there you go. I love it.
Yep, and I've got a short work week. I took a couple of days off Thursday and Friday so I can play that new game and whatnot. Nice. So I'm pumped about that. I was going to ask you, I thought I heard you say earlier like that you can play on there today. Is that just
apparently, yeah. I think we talked off air, Brandon, but you have the Guatemalan edition, the deluxe something kerfluffle edition, which I believe allows you to play today. Because when I was going to purchase the game yesterday, it said, "Ooh, do you want the deluxe version or your MVP bundle?" Which is another option that's available. And I picked the standard, which is cheaper. And they said, "Hey, you could have the game in like 3 or 4 days." So I believe, Brandon, you'll be able to dive on that today, my friend.
Well, maybe I'm starting to feel a little sick. Maybe I need to turn around.
Yeah. Do I hear a cup? You don't want to go to work with that. That could be contagious.
You got that right. Well, I think we need to check on and see if Bmac's okay, because I just knew when you were doing your video about Aaron Rodgers today, I just knew he was going to be like the first call in today. I was like, he's going to be up there. I think he has a notification thing on his phone where if somebody mentions Aaron Rodgers, boom, there. But
yeah. So far, no, but you're right. Maybe now you're mentioning him. It's almost like the bat signal. Now he will be summoned. We will see if he makes some sort of appearance before the end of the show. But yeah, normally it is like an Aaron Rodgers. He's like doing something. He just looks up to the sky, and there must be some like Bmac signal, and he like just starts sprinting to his camera. But we have not had it yet, though. No.
Oh yeah. I was surprised to hear not because I don't believe in Aaron Rodgers, but they always shit on him. I was surprised he made the rankings. I really was.
As was I.
I figured Tua would be up there because they love Tua. So I was definitely surprised. I'm glad though, and like you said, if he plays at number 8 quarterback potential, then I'm telling you, the sky's the limit for us. And I definitely don't like hearing that Garrett Wilson is ranked under I can't ever remember our second receiver's name.
Mike Williams. Yeah.
Mike Williams. I always want to say Tyrell Williams for some reason. But
That's all right.
I'm like, dude, Garrett Wilson, he's probably going to be the best guy on our offense this year. But as for Madden ratings, Breece Hall got completely shit on last year on Madden. I think he was like an 84 at the top. Like the best he ever was maybe 84 on the rankings. I think they had Dalvin Cook ranked over him at one point.
Definitely did. They had Dalvin at like an 88 or 89 or something crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never get my expectations too high for Madden because they tend to just crap on us when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I guess Sauce is probably, I haven't seen the rankings, but I'm guessing Sauce and probably Quinnen, I'm hoping, are in the 90s maybe.
They are. They both are. The only thing I saw, because one of the things they promote ahead of Madden normally is like the 99 club. It's a thing, and then they get a whole package and all kinds of stuff. I can't believe Sauce was in the 90. If he's the best corner in football, how in the hell was he not part of the 99 club? But they are both in the 90s. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, anyway, I feel like nowadays, when I was a kid, I think me and you are about the same age. I was born in 93, so I think.
Yep, 93. That's right.
Okay. So, I don't know. I feel like the ratings were higher when we were younger on some of the
Definitely.
games. I feel like you had more 80 overall players, and now it's like just if you're the second receiver on a team, they're going to put your ratings lower, even if you have good play. But anyway.
Very stingy.
Exactly. But anyway, I don't get a lot of chances to call in the mornings with my schedule, but I was glad I was able to today. I'm going to try to call in the rest of the week if I can. And good luck on your baby appointment.
I appreciate that, man. And give me the update. So hopefully I didn't sing you bad songs. You go home and you're like, what the hell? I still can't play this for 4 days, you bastard. But I'm hoping I get a good call like, yes, Paul, thank you. Yeah. I'm playing the game already. That's the message I want to receive later.
All right, bud. All right. I appreciate it.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks, pal. And thanks for calling in. Yeah, feel free to call in as much as you'd like, baby. And as Terrence Hill says, another member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. We're almost at 400 people live in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. That's a free way all of you can contribute, and I'd love if you could all do that. And if you want to go to the next mile, join the Boy Green Coffee Club. It's an elite group of people that band together, baby. We love it. All right, let's keep going here on some of the comments. Let's see here. Ooh, K-Brock saying, let's get a Boy Green online franchise in Madden going. Shoot, let's do that for college football too. Yeah, I'm all aboard, baby. If someone wants to kind of grab that by the haunches, let me know. I'd be very interested. That'd be a lot of fun, man. No doubt about it. Sign me up, K-Brock. I am a PS5 guy. And yeah, NCAA 25 is going to be awesome. I'm going to be playing with Syracuse, but boy, I just can't wait. I just haven't, I've played. When COVID happened, I got, this is way too deep, but for my radio station, I got furloughed. So like for 3 months, I couldn't work. And it was the beginning COVID, start of COVID, somewhere in there. I don't know. I worked for most of COVID where I was at the radio station by myself because, like, of all the rules, there wasn't a lot of people that were there. But for a month, I was furloughed, and I missed 3 months of action. And I just pulled out the NCAA 14 video game, dusted off the PS2, and I was just playing that for a while. So, which was a lot of fun. But I can't wait to get, like, the better graphics, the better version, all the updates. It sounds like the recruiting's a little, I'll have to dive in where you got to pay attention to players' social media and the NIL of this, that, or the other. That's going to take some adjusting. That's for sure. Terrence says, I love the first Madden. I think it was 88. I just did a trivia the other day on a Madden history video game. Let me see what the first one was. I know the first one with a player, I do believe, was old Eddie George, I believe. Yeah. So Madden NFL originated in 1989 is John Madden Football, computer software title for Apple II, if you count that. All right, let's see. Let me see all the ones that they've had here. And so we had that franchise mode. NFL 2000 was the first Madden to have a play editor arcade mode. Yeah, and then it goes all crazy from there. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we had a lot of the John Maddens before we got to the Madden. Ooh, K-Brock, who wants that work in Madden? Come see me. Yeah, people, it's easy for me. My PS5 handle is BoyGreen25. So exactly what it is on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and PS5. Thankfully, no one took it. At BoyGreen25 everywhere. So if you want the business, I'll give it to you. You damn straight. We'll get it. Sauce 96, Uncle Tio. Appreciate that. 96. Yeah. Again, he should be part of the 99 club. What else does this man have to do? I guess we'll see this season. I think you're right, Darren. I've talked to some, like, they haven't confirmed this to me. I know some people that work at Madden, and they haven't confirmed that to me, but, like, isn't that good for business? If everyone just says, yes, that is perfectly adjusted. Those rankings are just perfect. Yeah, people wouldn't be talking about them. So, Darren, you're probably right. Tio says, Brees, 84, disrespectful. Yeah, he's the number 2 rated running back by ESPN, but he's an 84. Okay, we'll see. Terrence says, I'll be calling in soon, Paul. Okay, feel free. The phone lines are open normally every show. Well, not normally. They are open every show. Plus, for the post-game edition, which we'll be doing coming up this season, I hope you guys get a part of that, will be 2 hours after the final whistle, outside of the games I'm going to. So Jets Patriots, I have no idea what that's going to look like, if there's any post-game show whatsoever. But, yeah, the phone lines will be open. And again, I start my show 2 hours after. That allows us to hear from Salah, the players, and get some different perspectives. So I'm not on as soon as the games are over. I'm writing articles and things, but yeah, let me know. And we're about to go back to the phone lines, but we've got another membership from Uncle frickin' Tio, baby. Let's go. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. Yes. Let's frickin' go. Love it, Tio. Way to spread the love. And as Tio often says, pay it forward, baby. Pay it forward and try to see if you can keep spreading the love if you can. Phil asks, what system am I? I am a PlayStation guy. I don't have an Xbox. So PS5 for those curious. All right, K-Brock says, I'll add you on PS5. Let's play. Let's do it, baby. I love it. Okay. We'll get more into the video games in a bit, but let's go to the 3 most dangerous letters in Jets community. H-E-P. Hep joining us here on the program. Let's bring him in. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Paul. Hey, I'm curious. What do you think that call? What do you think Madden has made on the franchise on the video games?
What do you mean?
Like how much? I'm sure he gets a piece of the action every time a video game is sold.
Oh,
I mean, he's dead now, but I'm sure his family or whatever probably get something. What do you think? What do you think he actually made throughout his life on that game?
Yeah, because he had it since the very beginning, which was the mid to late 80s version. And then even when it went to players are on it, his name, it's obviously Madden. I will say the one thing I know, and I will take a guess on that in a second. I'm sure we could probably find out that number. The other thing I would say is I love that for people who don't know this about Madden, that he stomped his foot about one thing in particular about being featured on the game and it being called Madden and everything. He said it has to be 11-on-11 football. I don't want some goofy ass 7-on-7 passing camp thing. And they apparently the people behind the scenes were pitching it. They said, screw offensive lineman. That's not sexy. Like let's just like play this weird skills recess competition. And Madden put his foot down. He said, if I'm going to be on it, and we're talking football, it's going to be football, some tucking, some football action. I was like, wow, okay. So and now that we're enjoying the fruits of his labor in 2024 and beyond, it's so cool that he put his foot down for that because he didn't have to do that. He could have just collected the check. He could have just said, yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, sure, whatever. Give me the money, baby. But boy.
Well, that's partially why the game was so too, and the individual characters and the detail. But I mean, that guy, I think he probably made his fortune on the game. Probably made more money on that than anything else in his life. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably true because if you think about, he had the coaching, he had the coaching, the broadcasting. Obviously, that's another big one. Oh wow! So it looks like we're about to be very disappointed if this is true on a New York Post article about the video game. Let me see. Let's see. The original game, John Madden Football, was developed by EA in 1988. Blah 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 blah. After online broadcaster. No. So that's the 7-on-7 stuff. But yeah, I wonder if it is, to your point, that it's forever money that comes out. Oh, there you go. Holy cannoli. Wow. Okay. So you were right. So I'll just tell you this part first. You were right. He made more from Madden than he made at any of his coaching or sports broadcasting salaries. I'll tell you this. He gets I don't know if this is a royalties added up or this is just the number, but he was getting a number on a per year basis. I'll let you guess, Hep. I have it now in front of me. What do you believe John Madden made? And this number is as recent as 2021 per year. How much money do you think he raked in?
I don't know, 12 million?
You were very close. 14 million per year. He was getting as late as, again, 2021, 14 mil per year. Oh, thank God. Because I've heard of the stories of the people that say, hey, do you want this pile of money or do you want like a little piece every year or something? They could have said, here's $5. It's like, I wonder if this game will be a success. So thank God he made the right call. And yeah, as Phil must have known it too. Yeah, 14 million a year. Good Lord have mercy. Wow. More. I wonder if we would have told that to Madden, right? So that, hey, man, we got this idea, this virtual video game. And he's like, okay, like, let me do this like silly side hobby hustle on top of my coaching and broadcasting and everything else I did. And then like, hey, man, in like, 30 years, you're going to be making more from this fancy, funky video game than that. And he'd probably laugh. And now look. 14 million a year. And I'm sure, like, again, his estate has to continue to collect, I imagine, and they take care of him. But good Lord, yeah, get Hep was right. Yeah, get Hep on the Price is Right, baby, because Hep is bringing a lot of money after that. That was a great guess.
He was a great character. I miss him. He was fun to watch. He was a great sportscaster, too.
Yeah, one of the best. I love it. I loved, again, just the goofiness. He'd be circling the screen and say, if you go through the one of these and have jokes, and I miss it.
All right, love you guys. See you later, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Hep. Thanks for the call. Yeah, that's awesome. And you see what's here on the screen, and you do one of these to the arrow, and then the lane is here. And then he just have like joking, funny stuff. Like I'd see someone like taking a bite of the chicken. He's like, oh boy, see, he took a bite here, but he should have come from the other angle. Would have gotten more meat on the stick. Oh, he's phenomenal. Love it. All right. Brandon, you asked for this. I need some like sounder now. I'm going to have to start working on sounders for like special people that call in, but let me just do this for him. But it should probably be like a Rodgers chant or something. Rodgers. Not as catchy. Bmac joins us here on the show. What's up, Bmac?
Hey, Paul. Going into you.
Is that a new Yankees hat?
Yes, I did hear someone say that I need to start calling in with a different hat. So
fresh drip,
another Yankees hat.
Okay, I called it. All right, I was right. Okay, nice.
Yeah, all right. So again, this is a New York Jets channel, so I'm gonna keep it New York related.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to start calling it with some Packer hats, maybe mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, that would be cool. It would be cool to see because I am a hat guy. Like, again, people can't see it, but where my new setup is for my office, if you go straight and then make a left down this hallway, you're going to see hats from ceiling to floor with the little plastic hooks on the wall. There's like 1,000 of them on both sides of the wall. I love hats. So, yeah, I would love to just see what you have in your collection. Yeah, I'm not a Packers guy, obviously, but I respect it. So, yeah, I'd love to see it.
Oh, yeah. My grandpa had like at his house had like a whole collection of hats.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Just hanging up and all the different kind of hats he had. So
that's cool.
I kind of got it for him because he was a big hat collection himself.
Okay, but, good taste. I love it. Nice.
Yeah. But yeah. So of course, my questions about Rodgers. You said so he came in number 8.
So Jeremy Fowler every day, and it's I think there's a couple more days this week because there's corners, off-ball linebackers, and a couple more positions. But there's wide receivers too. So it must go like up until next week maybe. But every day he releases a top 10 that is voted on by scouts, coaches, league execs, and he kind of pulls it all up. And there's a top 10, there's an honorable mention section, and then everyone else who receives some level of votes. And this is a ranking of the best quarterbacks in the game, or best position right now, not a projection, not an achievement award, like right now where people believe they are. And he ranked number 8 on that list.
Okay, yeah. So, some people might have a problem with it, because, well, not me. I think. Wait, so which quarterbacks that he's put above?
Who was above him, you're asking?
No. Which quarterbacks was behind him?
Oh, behind him. Yeah, inside the top 10. I'll go all the way back. So we had inside the top 10 was Jared Goff of the Lions. He was right behind him at 9. Dak Prescott was behind him at 10. And then here's all the other ones in the honorable mentions that were behind him. Brock Purdy of the 49ers. Jordan Love of the Packers. Sorry, pal. We'll get back into that. Jalen Hurts of the Eagles. Tua Tagovailoa was behind him. Kirk Cousins was behind him. Trevor Lawrence was behind him. And then the other two, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. All of those guys were either at the back end of the list or not on the list because, like I said, it was a top 10. So the two that were also top 10 were Jared Goff and Dak, and then all those other names I mentioned were in the honorable mention list, just a collection plate after the list, including your boy, Jordan Love.
I'm not really mad about that because Jordan Love, again, even though I love Jordan Love, we need to see another year. I don't think 1 year sample size is automatically going to cut it.
Sure.
But and then the rest, Brock Purdy, I'm shocked that Brock Purdy was behind him. And then the other, Dak Prescott, I'm a little shocked. I thought he'd be ahead. Jared Goff too. I'm a little bit shocked that he's behind him.
Yeah.
These guys played last year. Rodgers did not. You know what I mean? But
that's true. That's another factor. Yeah, Rodgers. This is context. Take it for what you will. The previous year's list, so not the list that just came out today. A year ago, when they did this quarterback thing, Rodgers was number 4 when he became a member of the Jets, and then he fell to 8 after not playing for a year. So take that for whatever you will. By the way, quick question. We have a question in the chat. Brandon, who called in earlier, was asking about you, said, Paul, I will buy this guy a Jets hat if you will retire the Yankees one when he calls in. And I also saw there's some chatter. Let's go get a GoFundMe for a Bmac, a Jets hat. Let me ask you this, Bmac. If we bought you a Jets hat, would you wear it on the show?
Yeah, huh? That's just a tough question.
It's a tough question. I'm saying if we get enough, I'll tell you this right now. If we get enough super chats live on the show right now, I will collect that money. I will buy you a hat and I will send it to you. And I'll work with Brandon because it was his idea, so we can pick what Jets hat he wants to pick. But we'll buy and send that to you if you'll wear it. Yeah.
I mean, if Bobby, who's a Giants fan, can get a Jets hat and wear it, then you know what? Maybe it won't hurt if I can do it too. But it's just gonna be on the Jet channel though, not
Oh no. Yeah, you don't have to wear it on your other
I have
channels,
my
but if
Packers.
you wear it every time you're on this channel, let's roll. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to. I mean, I do like the newer Jets Jets logo.
We'll
now.
make sure we get you a new one. Okay. Bmac, are you on any other social media? Like Instagram, Twitter, or anything?
Yeah, I do go on Twitter. Yeah, I do have a Twitter.
What's
account.
your Twitter handle?
It's Bernard Nixon. That's my real name.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Okay, well, wow, we're getting to some new level. We're getting deeper with you. Bernard Nixon. Is it just no spaces, no underscores, anything? Just Bernard Nixon?
Yeah. Just Bernard Nixon.
Okay, can you spell that for me?
Bernard.
Go ahead one more time. Sorry, I had a bad pen.
Bernard.
Okay, and then Dixon is just Dixon?
No, Nixon, like the president.
Oh, Nixon. Nixon.
Yeah,
I said Dixon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I work with a Dixon at my radio station, so there we go. Okay, boys.
And then
there we go. Yeah, that's a Twitter. Let me put that on my notes. So you're on Twitter. Cool. So expect a DM from me if your DMs are open. Expect a DM from me. Let me see if we could get it. So there you go. If we can, Tio, I'm telling you guys, I'm accepting, or you guys can send it to me separately if you want. If you don't want the chunk to get taken out by YouTube, so you can PayPal or Venmo me, Paul the letter ESDENJR@gmail.com, and just say it's for the Bmac Hat Fund. Again, here it is. Here's my PayPal or Venmo. It's Paul the letter ESDENJR@gmail.com. Say it's for the Bmac Hat Fund. I don't know, a hat goes for $30 or $40. Maybe we could get a deal one, but he wants one of the newer logo ones. So it's somewhere in that range and whatever shipping is. So I will contribute where I can. So guys, there you go. Again, Paul ESDENJR@gmail.com is my PayPal Venmo. Reach out. Let's get it. Let's collect this for BMAC. We'll upgrade his hat situation. So let's get him a Jets hat. So keep it rolling, everybody. Oh, can I post the PayPal? Yeah, that'll be easier. Make sure you guys don't have anything here. So, okay, here we go. Paul A. Eston Jr. @gmail.com is PayPal and Venmo. Okay, there it is. I just put it in there. Wow, Tio is going to send some right now. So beautiful. Appreciate it. There it is. Paul A. Esden Jr. @gmail.com. That's my PayPal and Venmo that is available there. And beggars can't be choosers. So, yeah, I guess we'll get you whatever Jets hat we'll get you, apparently, BMAC. But we'll try to get you a newer logo one. Okay, pal?
All right. And then, thank you. I appreciate it. And then the one thing I do want to bring real quick is that, again, I should have been taking the bait, but what's Colin Cowherd's issue with Rodgers? It seems like every single time on his show, he always want to take a dig and shot at him. You know what I mean? Like he's saying.
Yeah, I saw a random 5-minute clip. It was last week. It was, I can't even remember. I got to look back at whatever the clip was, but basically he was bashing Rodgers for being not like he went through all the greats of all time and said, he's not the leader that Tom Brady was. He doesn't have the size of Roethlisberger. This was basically the gist of the video clip. Like he doesn't have the size of Roethlisberger. He doesn't have the best arm of Josh Allen. He doesn't have the best accuracy of this. And he just went through all of this hoopla. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, guy? Like, I don't know. So, but it's a good question though. What is the origin story? Did Rodgers at one point, Colin asked him to do an interview 20 years ago, and he told him to blow me, and he's like, that's it. Every chance I get, I'm gonna hate you, pal. I don't know. I have no idea what happened, but obviously there's something going on there.
Like to compare him to those guys and saying that, what has Big out of those 2 Super Bowls, what have Big Ben really actually done? You know what I mean? I get it.
I think it's a very weird thing to do.
Very underrated, but come on, Big Ben don't have no MVPs. He don't. And the 2 Super Bowls he won, he wasn't the Super Bowl MVP in those both. And Rodgers beat him head to head. And
he did. It was Hines Ward and
Super Bowl.
Santonio Holmes as the Super Bowl MVPs in both those. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And again, I think that's a very weird thing to do. Like for me as a show host, I don't think I'm the greatest show host of all time. But if you start saying I don't have the voice, I don't have the humor of John Madden, I don't have the this of that or anything like that, I'm like, well, what are we talking about here? Well, booyah.
And
we
then,
already got. Yeah, go ahead.
And then Josh Allen, look, I get it. He's a top 5 quarterback right now in the league, but we anointed him like he's Patrick Mahomes, like he won 3 back-to-back Super Bowls. Like he hasn't even gone to the Super Bowl. He's been to one AFC Championship game, and he's in. He's just and he's a turnover machine. Like
yes,
his play, it's exciting. He can run and bulldoze people over. But I just think Josh Allen gets too much hype and praise, than he deserves, in my opinion. And then again, this thing that Rodgers not no all-time great. Like, okay, well, if he's not all-time great, then Drew Brees is not all-time great. Dan Marino is not all-time great. John Elway's not all-time great. You know what I mean? Like, do you think, because it's just confusing that people say that he's not all-time great? Why? Because he hasn't won the Super Bowls. Like, do you need Super Bowl rings to be an all-time great? Like you can't be a 4-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, have the best touchdown to interception ratio in NFL history, the highest passer rate in NFL history, without being an all-time great.
2 things. Is your handle Bernard Nixon 17?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I found you. And also, we have great news. Okay, it looks like we've got you your hat, pal. So we got Brandon first, who's sending in this. There it is. Here it is. So let's give him a. Let's go, Bmac. We're already getting some recruiting done, Paul. Should be ready to recruit in the new game now. I hope so. He sent in $19.99 via YouTube Super Chat. So thank you, Brandon, for your contributions. I assume this toward the Bmac hat fund, which is spectacular. And shout out sent in a different way, Tio, sending in some more money for a Bmac hat. Look what can happen. People could come together for a common cause. Brandon comes up with the idea, and bing, boom, bam, in a matter of minutes, we're going to get you a brand new Jets hat. So, you know what? I'm going to keep calling you Bmac, even though apparently your real name is Bernard Nixon, like the president. It's just more comfortable for Bmac, if that's fine with you. I mean, I don't want to get too, formal here, where we've known each other for some time, Bernard. It sounds disgusting. It's a wonderful name for you, but like we're just on a, I'm a Boy Green Bmac kind of guy. Kind of have that going on. And I will tell you, Bmac, that I will stay tuned to your Twitter, because I'll be DMing you, because I am sure you don't want to say your address to the universe here, and we'll figure that out, and I'll get that hat sent to you. Okay, pal?
Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, I do follow you too, by the way. Yeah, I know you see me. I do follow you on Twitter too.
Okay, cool. That should make it easier. Yeah. So yeah, I will DM you. That should, with you following me, that should make it easier for me to message you. So I will message you and get your address, and we will buy this hat and we'll send it to you, pal. So shout out to, again, Brandon and Tio for making that possible. We'll upgrade for the Yankees hat in every show you do. You can even do it on the Jake Asman Show, wherever else you want to, or just here, wherever you prefer. But we'll have that Jet hat for you. So every time you call in, we'll see it. Okay, pal?
Yeah. And before I go real quick,
yes.
You think Rodgers is all-time great, right?
Yes. And we will get, I already know what you're talking about. I have the video clipped up on Twitter. We'll have to do that for a show this week, or at a minimum for a bit, if not the entire show. I heard what Mark Schlereth said. I saw the clip. What an idiot. Yes, we will get into that. He being Rodgers, is obviously an all-time great. But okay. That there's plenty of fodder there, BMAC. I already know what you're talking about. We're gonna get
thank you for the Brandon and T.O. Thank you for the trying to send me Jets hats. Appreciate y'all. And then you got my Twitter. account.
Yep. So just stay tuned to it. So I will DM you on that, and I'll get your address because I don't want you to put that out into the universe. But I want to make sure we send it straight to you. So it won't send it to me and then I ship it to you. We'll just make sure when I buy the hat, we send it right to you. Okay, Bmac?
All right, I let you. All right, thank you. And then the one thing,
Yeah.
Sauce got Brees Hall is at 84.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's what I heard. He's at 84 overall in Madden. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think he's being way too disrespected and way too. I mean, people didn't watch the Jets games. I did, and he's and he really was amazing at the end of the year.
Yeah, before you go, Bmac, two things here. First off, Tio said, tell Bmac we love him. In my opinion, he's always an honorary New York Jet fan already. So awesome. So you're already there. And we have a special, request. Okay. Terrence Hill, part of the Boy Green Coffee Club, says, Bmac, make sure you tell us the day that you're going to wear the hat. So once it arrives and you get it, make sure you tell us the day, and you have to wear it first here. Okay. So I know you're probably on a lot of shows. Make sure the very first time you wear that hat, it's on this program, baby. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we'll make that happen.
I'll let you go. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to Bmac for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for making that possible. It's so cool in the middle of Amona. Split-second thing. Brandon, thank you, pal. He says, you're welcome, bud, to him. That's awesome. And thank you, Terrence. That's true. We don't want him debuting the hat over here, and then we get second or third sloppy seconds or thirds. We do this hat thing. He's coming on our show about it. So I love it. Thank you to the great people for making that happen. So I will be contacting Bernard and Bernard. Which is, I guess, his name. We will be contacting BMAC, and we will get him that hat, baby, and also reach out to Brandon and Tio separately. Since they're the ones that donated to the fund, I'll work with them. They can pick out the hat that ends up going to our boy here, BMAC. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the near 500 people in the room. Make sure you guys like the video. Hit subscribe. Appreciate you. And that's the alarm. I will be off the program, and we'll see you guys later, okay? God bless, and see you tomorrow.